The new Kia Carnival has a freshened up front end, a new rear end, a new dash, and a new price. But that's not all, because now it's also available as a hybrid. The most obvious change with the new Kia Carnival has been the front end styling, which has really been made to look a lot like the other Kia models, like the Sportage and the Sorento in particular. They've kept that longer front bonnet, which makes it look a bit more like an SUV, a bit more tougher looking, and less like a traditional people mover. Down the side, pretty similar to what we had before. Big slab sides, easy access, and the rear end's had a bit of a nip and a tuck as well. Anyway, that's the outside. Let's have a look inside. All right, that dashboard, obviously a big flat panel all the way across. It's got the same infotainment placement as what was in the old model, but we now have a digital screen all the way across. It does give you some extra functionality as well, such as the camera vision behind the vehicle when you're turning, so you can see cyclists in the lane next to you on either side if you need that. The build and finish inside, particularly this GT line variant of the new Kia Carnival, really does make it stand out, and it really makes all the passengers feel like they're in a much more luxurious vehicle than they might expect in a Kia. And that is what really makes the Carnival a convincing proposition. The space and the storage facility in the car is amazing. There's 9 cup holders, 4 bottle holders, and a couple of coat hooks as well. So plenty of room for people's gear as well as people themselves. Little things like storage pockets down the side here, it's all been thought through over several generations of Kia Carnivals. So by the time we've got to this one now, it really is quite a finely tuned and well focused tool for moving people and all of their stuff around in comfort. So most people would think that having one sunroof in a car is a nice little luxury, but in the GT line, you get 2. Phone connectivity in the Carnival is excellent, it's seamless, and definitely what we'd love to see in every new vehicle that comes to market. There's enough space in the Carnival to not just move 7 people comfortably, but all their stuff as well. And that really is what makes a big difference to the way the Carnival does its job. Personally, I've taken the Carnival on a road trip with the family, which is 5 people, and all of their stuff to be away for 2 weeks. And there really wasn't a vehicle I can think of that was better for that job. Not only were people comfortable, but they had some distance between each other inside the vehicle, so they weren't shouldering each other, and it was really a comfortable trip for that reason. So now with all those new features of convenience and safety, the Carnival is a much more appealing vehicle. Okay, bit hunched over here in the 3rd row, but I'm 6'2", and kids though would be very comfortable here. Not just the physical space, but also there's USB chargers here. There's air vents, a little reading light here. There's even a little blind in the very back window on both sides if you're comfortable enough to have a little snooze. This middle seat in the 2nd row can be removed completely, which creates a little bit of an aisle here and much better access to the 3rd row, but don't expect any chicken or beef to be coming your way. And the way the 3rd row folds into the floor is particularly impressive. Practicality is where the Carnival shines. Nowhere more than in the rear cargo area, which is where it goes deep. It can fit 5 suitcases in the back vertically. And this is my favourite part of the Carnival. I'm a bit weird like that. Done. It's worth keeping in mind though that the spare wheel, which is a space saver, is actually under the right-hand side of the vehicle, which in Australia is the dangerous side if you're trying to change a tyre on the side of the road. So make sure that you pull over into a car park or somewhere that's safe before you change your tyre, if indeed you need to. So we've got the petrol V6 as a 3.5 litre naturally aspirated V6 engine with just over 200 kilowatts of power and 350 odd Newton meters. It's a very quiet engine, smoother than the diesel, but it's one of the oldest options that they've got in the Carnival is the petrol V6. It's a bit less efficient, about 9.6 litres per 100 of unleaded. But this is what you can get in the entry-level one. This is the GT line. Being such a long vehicle as well, though, you need to really make sure that you allow for that on tighter corners. It's a long wheelbase vehicle and it can be easy to touch the curb as you're going around corners if you're used to driving a smaller car. The driving position is really adjustable as well. If I pull over here, I can show you what I mean. So the steering column in particular, great. We've got the telescopic adjustability and the up and down. So the seat can come up a fair way forward as well, and so it really does suit all body shapes. Go the way again. Really handy as well on this GT line. We've got the heads-up display, which puts the speed and the speed limit for the area that you're in right in front of you. So you've got those two numbers close together. The lane departure warning and lane keeping system in the current Carnival is pretty good. It strikes a good compromise between doing its job of warning you but without making the vehicle unnecessarily move around on the road. So the external cameras and sensors in the Carnival really do a great job of offsetting its physical size, and even for smaller size people, it's quite an easy car to control and to keep safe in. Handling, look, it's a big, heavy people mover. It's not going to handle like a Mazda MX-5. It's pretty benign handling, which, in other words, it does what you expect it to do. It's a very smooth riding, very quiet vehicle. We've driven the hybrid system in the Hyundai Santa Fe. This is the system that's also used in the Carnival, and that is a great compromise between the torque of the electric motor and the quietness of the petrol engine as well. So a great compromise and a thoroughly modern one as well. So what do we like about the new Kia Carnival? Well, space has always been its big ticket item, but the fit and finish now, the interior, is a match for many similarly priced but also less roomy SUVs. And it's good to see a more modern digital dash. And of course, the one dislike is that the hybrid is only available in the top of the range GT line. It'd be great to see it available in the entry-level models. So what's our verdict on the new Carnival? Well, it's one of the best thought out people movers on the market and has been for some time. If you've got a big family with lots of gear to move around, it's well worth a test drive.